Yep.
or something like a Granger or a Kimi or a Chango or a Hylos. Harith, of course, is there.
Same.
I think Team TODAK should look to ban out the export this time.
Yeah, because it's a good opening for Team RRQ. It's the same second ban for RRQ. Look at this guy. Dude, he is at Super Saiyan God mode.
Super Saiyan God
having
mode.
the pink hair.
Is it the pink hair that's Super Saiyan God, or is it the blue one? I don't know.
It's the blue one, but it's same.
It's the same.
It's the same. Super Saiyan, Super God.
Super Saiyan pink.
Super Saiyan pink. It's the same. When you go Super Saiyan, there's no coming back,
There's
man.
no going back.
There's no going back. Team TODAK, they're really taking their time. 7 seconds left for their next ban. Look at X-Ray.
Oh, it's the Kufra.
It's a Cupra.
Team TODAK. Oh man, I like that headband.
I like the headband. I like the headband.
Let's ask our Malaysian friends to actually get that for us.
I like the OOTD.
Ooh, it's the Kaja.
Oh,
It's
no.
dead.
It's the killer cock.
The killer chicken.
The killer chicken.
Oh my God. Oh, you know what? You have to take note. RRQ have been playing this for quite so long.
Yes.
They're so good with the control of this hero. They can use it for the surprise plays, like the push plays for the counter initiate. It's not like they start with a Divine Judgment pull. When TODAK will come for them, they have to be always afraid of the Divine Judgment plays coming up from RRQ.
Definitely, definitely. And it goes to show that RRQ loves to play at the early game pickoffs. Just like in game number 1, when we saw Sin going for the 1-on-3, they can definitely pull it off with this Kaja, but okay. This is very different. 2 heroes with the same kind of pose here. You have Valier and Joe.
Valier and Joe. Wow. Imagine, I'm actually super duper surprised that they are giving away the export to RRQ. I think this is not that good for Team TODAK, but they do get the Valier that they don't want to give to RRQ because RRQ used this perfectly well last game.
They're very confident with this Valier, man. They've been playing this and they've been winning with this hero. Of course, with the help of the Cho, it's a good answer to the Kaja. It's kind of like 50-50. Both of these heroes backing out, manning up against teams. But man, this is quite a very unusual pick for RRQ. Yes, they do pull this off very good. It's the Hellcurt, ladies and gentlemen, to counter this Valier backline.
So this is an instant pick. I would have said that Hylos will be picked by Team TODAK, but they already picked it before I was able to say it. This is because of the fact that X-Borg as well as the Hellcurt exist. But more importantly, Hellcurt struggles so greatly against the Hylos because of the melee-based idea of the Hellcurt. I'm not entirely sure why they picked out the Hellcurt this early, but at the very least, they will secure it this time. It's very good against the Valier, but not that good against the Hylos.
Definitely, definitely. Or is this a bait for the Granger pick coming in for Team TODAK?
That's interesting.
Kimi is still open though. Let's see. This Hellcurt is just too good, especially in Indonesia.
There's the Chango ban. They don't want to give the Hylos plus Chango combination to their opponents because that is a very scary combo for sure.
Right. Shout out to the fans here in the arena. Thank you so much. And man, okay, that is carry. That is the carry ban. Team TODAK eliminating the true damage potential that counters out the Cho and the Hylos. 32 seconds left for their next pick. What will it be? Is this a support Valier or a carry?
I think this should be a support Valier because otherwise they will struggle against the Hellcurt. That means that a mage could probably be picked here by TODAK now. Maybe a Lunox or the Kimi, like you said. Kimi Hylos combo.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Actually, now going back, I think I don't like the Lunox anymore for Team TODAK. We know that Hellcurt and Kaja, they are very good against Lunox picks.
Yeah.
So RRQ, they have to fend off against this turbo push coming out from the Kimi.
Yeah, but again, I do feel, man, that RRQ is expecting another Kimi rotation.
They actually can go for the Gushen.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be surprised if RRQ goes back to the Gushen this time. One other option is the Lunox themselves.
Yep.
Because it does do a lot against the Hylos.
Yep. And it's
decent
very
against the Valier, I would say.
Correct. You're definitely right there, man. But
it's the Lilia.
It's the Lilia and Badang. Okay. Team RRQ they have pickup potential. Plus, their combo, their team fight is quite good as well. Plus, their jungle invade is just aggressive right now. You have the Ring of Order there. Badang can set you up with the Fist Crack. And Lilia, of course, with all of these Baba Balls in just level 1.
Yeah.
So there is clearly a threat here for either a jungle invade or jungle defense for Team RRQ.
TODAK are taking their time. I think they don't want to get another marksman in here for sure. They will go for the cushion themselves. Now, this is going to be interesting because of the black shoes mechanic from the Lilia. There's a little bit of window for the cushion. If there's a stun coming from Team TODAK, maybe from the Cho, maybe from the Hylos or the Valier, the cushion can burst down the Lilia before the black shoes can be available. Because if the black shoes has been activated after the combo of the cushion is going to have a hard time.
Yes. Or
he definitely waste his combo just for the Lilia to pop the black shoes.
It's a battle of the bait game, Mr. Wolf. The Gushan can just wait for the black shoes or wait for the black shoes for him to pop that Shadow Blade Slaughter, but we don't know. In terms of draft, I do like RRQ's draft here. It seems like they forced out Team TODAK in picking the in picking the Kimi and picking the Gushan.
You know what? It's a Team TODAK going for this fighter type of composition, the assassin fighter without a marksman, which dates back to a very old meta. But I think that during MPL Indonesia Season 4, they also are very happy to pick the Badang with the Hellcurt, because what it does is that it pushes the tempo, right?
Yes.
With the Lilia in it, there's so much strength in the mid game from this lineup. They have a little bit of late game prowess comparably, but of course that will not match against the marksman. But since they're up against a Gushan and a Kimi, they're quite comfortable with this, even when the game goes late.
Definitely.
So I think the Team RRQ, they have their bases covered. They know that they can transition from the mid game into the late game, not because of their heroes alone, but because of how the heroes that they have scale with and comparably to their opponents.
Yeah, exactly. Plus, they do have the Cho here for instant pick-offs. Let's see, ladies and gentlemen, is this another ownage for the side of Team RRQ, or will X-Ray, the clutch player, X-Ray, the X Factor, can they pull off a salvage here for game number 1? Let's look at the map. Ladies and gentlemen, Team RRQ, they're going to the blue side now.
Blue side this time for RRQ as they get a first pick. Red side for Team TODAK. And if you are a fan of Team TODAK, you have to raise your hands for the Malaysian crowd, for the Malaysian team.
Let's do it.
And RRQ from Indonesia, they have a lot of support for sure. Some of them even flew in here to support the team.
Yeah, some of them even have drummers.
They have drummers.
They have a cheering squad.
They have a cheering squad.
In the arena.
That's how.
This is esports now, man.
This is esports in it. I think the game is ready, Maggie. Let's hop into game number 2.
Let's do it.
Smash them.
Smash them again.
All troops deployed.
Says the announcer. X-Ray will be using the Cho, Moon as this Gushan, Ino as this Hylos, Siku as the Kimi, and Nenas as this Balir.
From RRQ, it's Vin on this Kaja. It's Sin once again on the Hellcurt. It's Liam on this X-Borg, Tuturu on this Badang, and Lemon on this Lilia.
We are at 30 seconds here, and both of the teams going in for the early mid laner plus tank mid lane. Lilia and the X-Borg immediately going to the core guard, but meanwhile here in the bottom side, Siku and Nanas, they will poke out the Kaja.
So it's all up. It's just like in the previous game where they have invaded this opposing Crammer, but this time this is Hellcurt, not a Cloud with a long-range Art of Thievery that can steal up the Crammer and secure it from themselves. This is a Hellcurt that needs to go up close and personal, and you don't want that to happen. But very nice movements, however, from this Hellcurt.
They're moving in. There you go. That is, of course, the gank coming in from Team Team TODAK, they want to get the Hellgurt. That is first blood for you. And now, Team TODAK coming in for the dive. That is, of course, a power bomb coming from him. Another rival play coming in for the Team RRQ. Is this revenge? No, he will just go for the tower, and he's just staying here. And man, is this a kill? Yes, it is. Moon, he will pop the slaughter, he will die, but it's mission accomplished for Team TODAK.
Team TODAK diving against RRQ, actually getting so much money out of that. If the Gushan survived there, it was perfect for Team TODAK. However, RRQ was able to defend, so this is a 3-4-1 exchange down the bottom, but with Lemon in here, I think they're gonna push the tempo into the bottom lane.
Yes, they will. It definitely created space for Badang as well to farm Totoro right now, having the Vampire Mallet, ladies and gentlemen, and he can actually go for an instant sustain here in his lane. Now, Team RRQ, they are lurking towards the Turtle Pit. This is it. They want this. Lemon is at level 5. Yon Ino doesn't even have the Glorious Pathway yet, waiting for the right time and right opportunity to strike. A slither of experience needed. There you go. All of the ultimates are now online.
It's the Gusha. You don't want to give the buff to Gusha, Manjin. You don't want to give the turtle buff to this killer type of. And if you are the Lilia, you really want to secure this as well. Wave the Dragon's committed. There's going to be a pick of the Glorious Pathway in there as well. They're chasing the Kaja, but the Divine Judgment is going to be there for the clutch play. Almost taking down the Gushan, and the turtle taken by Badang. RRQ, how are they finding these
but
victories?
They want Exborg. They want Exborg. Okay, that is 1-for-1 exchange. Here comes the Ring of Order once again. Last hitting 2, but nice miscrack right here from Badang and the Deadly Group coming in from the damage. X-Ray, is he the X Factor? No, because look at this. Punch, man, Totoro with the punches.
He's the better boxer this time, Manjin, comparably to the Cho. I want to have to give it to Vin. Vin played amazingly well. This is why they first picked the Kaja, the comfort, the mastery of this guy on controlling this hero. If there's a replay, I wanna discuss, I wanna dissect how they did it, but actually what he just did was to survive, have the clutch, Divine Judgment into the flicker, into the turret, and was able to even kill off one after that.
Exactly, Mr. Wolf, but as you say this, hold that thought. That is Liam right there, popping the Mirage armor, but again, the Gacha with a Clash Divine Judgment to counter go. That is the Law and Order coming in from Ino. He will pop the Ring of Punishment. Will he kill Liam? Yes, he will. Vin is here once again. There's no Divine Judgment. Searing Torrent coming in from Nanas. Lemon, he is quite low, but Vin is taken from the side. The Hellgurt, that is the Blink, that is the Deadly Poison Stinger, inflicting more damage. 6-6 is the score. TODAK going in the bottom side.
RRQ able to trade for a turret, but now they will get even more. They have the Hellgurt and the Badang. This is heavy hitters even in the early game. 4 minutes and 33 seconds in, a tier 2 turret up top was already taken, and somehow RRQ getting 3,000 gold ahead of TODAK even after struggling in the first minutes.
Yes, and man, Sin is at level 8 right now. If we're gonna talk about the first skirmish of this game, it is Sin at the bottom lane, just using his ultimate, the Dark Knight Falls, to help out his team. If you're gonna think about it, that is a 4-on-5 clash in the Turtle Pit. But as I say this...
Oh my goodness, that's the Kimmy gonna be picked off. Can they still close out the kill? Exborg is chasing him. It's gonna be a kill on the Cho, but the Kimmy still survives, not for long, as the Kaja finishes off the kill. A 2-for-0 with RRQ starting with a Divine Judgment layered properly with the Dark Knight Falls. Without the vision, Team TODAK cannot save their Kimmy.
Oh my. And the Searing Torrent wall, the pushback coming in from this Valier is not enough to get the good disengage that they want. 9-6 is the score, ladies and gentlemen. 77 seconds left for the next turtle. It is clear that RRQ, they know how to play the mid game. It's because of this Kaja. It's because of Vin pulling off the Divine Judgments. That is the Rocket. Liam using the Virago armor to box out and to man up. More damage from Team TODAK.
You have to take note, Manji. They already took the blue buff onto the shockers of Team TODAK. That means that this Gusion will not have a buff. They pull up the Hylos and they do have the damage, of course, magic and physical. And some true damage in there to take out the Hylos. Oh! Okay, to the Roo.
Okay.
Just punching the Cho.
Sponging the Cho. Man, Finn right now, as we've said, this is, of course, the confidence coming in from RRQ. This is probably his favorite hero. This is a quick pick from RRQ. Just going in for the Divine Judgment. Who else pulls a Hylos?
Nobody.
Nobody does that, man.
Only here with RRQ, the M1 World Championship, 20,000 gold ahead. We mean in the bank for RRQ with only 16,000 for Team TODAK. That's 7,000 by 7 minutes, even after giving away 3 kills in the early game. Now, Lilia with the blue buff and the turtle buff as well. This Lilia's gonna hurt.
This is looking bad for TODAK. What kind of trap card can they pull off, man? Here we go, Totaru going in for the left jab and the right jab. That is, of course, the Dark Knight Boss triple. And again, the Deadly Poison Stinger killing one. But man,
Arrival!
Sid with the circus place. No, he won't survive this. This is an arrival play. But of course, last insanity to kill this Gusion. And there's another redemption play in the top lane. But killing spree for the killer cock. Finn is putting on a show, man.
It's the killer cock that we know. That is the Kaja, the flying chicken, but this time it's actually destroying the members of Team TODAK. It's gonna be actually the Hylos receiving so much damage from long distance, and the finish off from the Lilia. Again, the turtle buff, HP based damage for this Lilia.
Oh my God, Totaru just going in very confident with his fist cracks, and man, look at this. Look at the items of Sin right now. This is what you do. This is how you pull off the Hellcurt.
Blade of Despair.
Blade of Despair.
8 minutes in with the Nimble Blade already towards
the endless battle.
The endless battle. That's gonna hurt a lot, man, Gene.
Yes, and plus the Ogre Tomahawk. And man, he can just maneuver his way out from the Gusion Blades. That is, of course, the counter. Oh no.
Oh no.
X-Ray. Look at the damage. Already in half health. Plus, he's not that tanky. He only has around 4,000 health.
Was able to clear out the minion wave, but it comes a face crack wave. The dragon gonna be committed. This is just for some control coming out from X-Ray. The fight is still gonna commence, but this is the cutoff coming out from RRQ. If he survives this, it's gonna be good, but it's not possible. It's the ultimate, the fist crack. The fist break into the fist crack. More than enough. Coming out from Totaru.
Oh my. X-Ray now having 20 more seconds, but that is Sin came to win! Oh my! Double kill! And here comes the chase down. That is the fast break. That's the Deadly Poison Stinger. And man, the fade away second skill. That is the stun from Eno.
Oh,
but no, says Sin, man. Will he survive this? No, he won't. But man, the highlight place is just too real. And that is the Hylos down. 18-6. Sin, man. Acrobatic plays. Unstoppable for the Lilia. RRQ again dominating TODAK.
Oh my goodness, it was a fast break play coming out from C. He knows exactly he has the lead. The proper positioning of the members of Team TODAK favored Team RRQ because Sin was so calculated in another Divine Judgment play in here. We go for the banner, but he gets the jump. The Lilia's gonna be shut down with the help of the Gusion. It's gonna be a 2 for nothing trade-off as RRQ overstayed their welcome in the middle part of the base of Team TODAK.
Let's see, that was overly aggressive for RRQ, overstaying. 2 heroes falling down. Team TODAK, they're hoping for another miracle play. Nice setup coming there for the firewall, but the Lord is at low health. Nanas is just pulling off all of the spokes, man.
Burning down the Lord this time. However, they still are struggling. RRQ knocking onto the front doors.
Oh, no.
As the Dark Knight falls, but the Hylos is there to stun him up, but the damage is just way too much. Export with the Padam, with the Hellcurt, able to take out the Hylos.
Yes, they will. TODAK, they know this kind of situation. They've been here. They know this. They just need to defend. Just clear out the waves. Use all the spam. But man, okay, nice.
Nice
Nice
push
push
back,
back,
but
nice
it comes
push back.
Liam. Now on the bottom side, there is the way of the dragon, but is it going to be enough against due to the damage from long distance? They are able to take it up and down, but in exchange, that's the show. So that's 1-for-1. While the Lilia split pushing down the bottom, that is really surprising.
This
That's
is
a
Lemon.
Lilia split
That's a Lilia.
pushing.
That's a Lilia, man. That is Lemon. Lemons are evil, man. Lemons are evil.
Every villain is
Lemon, says the SpongeBob episode. Here we go. Another ultimate from the Hellcurt. Man, Moon going in for the pickoff. Pops the sticker for extra icing. 22-12. This is Liam once again. But man, TODAK, they're picking off Team RRQ one by one, man.
But RRQ with Liam still fighting. There's a lot of Firaga armor in there. The immortality has been popped. There's the last insanity gonna be used by Liam. Still survives the courage mask. It's enough, Liam. Oh my goodness. With a sliver of health.
Man, Firaga armor plus courage mask combo. And just letting TODAK know that, hey, even though you think you can kill me, you won't. And to Team TODAK, they really hope to get this pickups. This is quite hard, because this is the type of game that if you're Team TODAK, you're hoping for RRQ to go for this very greedy place. And knowing RRQ, they won't do that.
Oh, that's really... Immortality is such an imbalanced item for the export, because what happens is if you pop the immortality, when you come back, you still have a little bit of Firaga armor in there.
Yeah,
and
good.
you can pop your last insanity through that.
Yeah, good. A very good item. Great item for him.
Great item.
But now, RRQ, they're grouping together now, hoping for Team TODAK.
I guess
to
for Team
disrupt.
TODAK, they still need a little bit of time, but RRQ, they have already taken all the inhibitor turrets, so even when the late game comes, it's still very hard for Team TODAK to defend. It would have been a totally different story if they kept their inhibitors intact in the late game. Maybe they can pull off a miracle plays coming up from the Gushin and the Kimi, but that's extremely hard right now against RRQ.
But they're forcing something here. They're forcing it the bottom side. There you go. That is the right judgment. Plus the courage battle. That is killing spree. Coming from Lilia. She will pop the black shoes and she will go to school. Oh no. No. He will die. Yes, he will. 3 heroes falling down for Team TODAK. And man, they ganked, but they got ganked. 23-13. 14 minutes in.
2 versus 5 man, Jin. It seems impossible. And the damage from RRQ, it's gonna be there. They know it. They're gonna take it. 2-0 for RRQ. Man, oh man.